Hello guys, Adam here from Not Toys Action Figures, bringing you another Power Rangers Lightning Collection review, and we are going back to the Ninjetti Rangers with the Ninjetti Red Ranger, aka Rocky, aka a face sculpt again that doesn't necessarily look like Rocky's, the actor who plays Rocky, but still these Ninjetti Rangers are very, very cool, very nostalgic for me. I remember having the original ones back in the day with the weird arms that look like kind of almost like a teapot in some ways with the spout and the handle. But it's very cool that Hasbro kind of brought these back. I think I said, I can't remember which video it was, but in a previous video I said I love that these the toys back then, and especially the movie ones, they had the emblems on the middle of the chest. And I was like, I'd love if they made like Power Rangers Remastered figures with the emblem on the chest, with the dinosaurs. And here we have it, here with the gorilla. So let's get Rocky out of the box and have a look at him. Here is Rocky up on the stand, and if you know karate, you know that he's doing an agyuke, so it's just like an upper block. And yeah, this figure, like I said, I already have, I think, black, white, and blue on the channel, as well as pink. So I go into a little bit more detail with those figures, especially check out my White Ranger review, because it came like in its box upside down, which was weird. So I don't know how that ended up happening, but yeah, it's definitely worth checking out that video. But yeah, I just love these. I love these figures. Like they, at the time, I mean, they still do. They feel very different in the Lightning collection to what we have gotten, because like I say in some other videos, most of the Lightning collection, it's just the same body, just that has been recast in different plastic or repainted, you know, because most of the Rangers have very similar suits. The only change really is the head. So this was kind of cool to see like a mainline sort of character or Ranger have a completely new look, completely new body in the Lightning collection. We will go over the detail and a little bit of the body later. But yeah, these guys just look awesome. And I think I'm going to maybe... If you watch out my YouTube shorts, I'm going to probably make one after I review the Yellow Ranger, make one with all of them together, just to see how they look. Fortunately now it's like winter, so getting outside and making shorts isn't as fun as it used to be in summer, because it's a bit colder. But I definitely want to get this guy and the rest of the team out into the sunlight, and and put them all together. And what I think is cool there, like what I really love is as he kind of comes around, I love how they've sculpted the face. So as we watch, like the eyes kind of peeking through the cloth. Obviously, they did this to hide their face in the TV shows, because all of the action scenes would have the Japanese actors under. But just look at the eyes peering through there. They just look so realistic and so cool. And we get a lot of options with this character. So let's put him in another pose with another head on. So here we have Rocky up on the pedestal, but not rotating, and with the nice effect that came with it, the punching effect. And like I said, I tried to get him in like a boxing pose or a boxing punch. Maybe I should have made his hand a little bit higher, because it's quite low there. But I don't do boxing. I only do karate, so I don't really know much about that. But yeah, it's nice again. Like they included these effect pieces in, because these ones, the ones on for the fist, they can pretty much go on any figure, which is pretty cool. So it's nice that it's kind of like a universal effect. And I think that's kind of one of the great things about the Lightning collection, is that they do have these effects that you can pretty much use with any kind of weapon or any kind of figure from any other line. I'm just playing around with the light above him there, just to try and get the shadow off his face. I don't know why this side of his face looks so dark. I guess it's because the fist is blocking the light from the right direction. I'm moving my other light above it. But yeah, like I said, these are really cool figures. Again, I'm not sure like if the Rocky likeness is good. I think you'll have to let me know in the comments how good you think it is. I think we need to go back and have a bit of like a revisionist theory on the Zeo Ranger Rocky sculpt, because I actually think, compared to these ones, that's the one that looks the most like the actor. Like I think these sculpts look nice, and I don't have the one from the metallic Red Ranger, because that one was Rocky. But this one, I mean, it's a nice looking face. I don't think it really looks too much like the actor. Maybe if I remember, I'll put up a picture of how he looked in the movie. So maybe I'm just talking absolute rubbish, and it looks very much like him. But how I remember the actor looking isn't like this. Like I think the hair is correct, and then obviously the bandana. But his face, yeah, it doesn't really remind me of him. I think the other Rocky face actually from the Zeo Blue looks more like the actor. But yeah, let me know down in the comments which sculpt you prefer, or if there's another one. I don't think there is any other ones apart from the metallic one, right? So yeah, maybe there's some way I can try and get that figure on the cheap to get a nicer Rocky head. But yeah, let me know in the comments which one you think is the best. And speaking of heads, we do have one more to try out, so let's put it on him and get him in another pose. And here is Rocky in, well, with his final head there, with the kind of mouth and hood up, the mouth covered, I should say, and the hood up. And yeah, again, really cool that all of these figures, because I think the Ninjetti figures were a little bit more expensive. I think this was around the time when Hasbro started putting their prices up. So I think they were in like the mid 30 ranges, and I think in the US they were some kind of exclusive. So it did make them a bit more expensive, but it was kind of cool because you got these extra head sculpts, which was really nice. So then you could have them, I guess, as if you wanted more of kind of Japanese feeling with the kind of the full face wraps, or you could have them, yeah, you know, like this covered. This is how I always remembered them, to be honest, with their faces like slightly covered and just the eyes poking out. Or you could have the full head sticking, the full head. You could have the full head uncovered, so you could actually get to see the actor's face. Yeah, really cool that they included them. Gives you lots of options. Also, like I said, we saw the effect piece. We have these two hands here, which are kind of like, yeah, like kind of hands that you would say are almost, I suppose, are meant to be kind of like grasping or ready for some kind of stance, like he's about to do like a cobra block or something like that, which is really cool. It definitely gives the martial arts feel to the figure. So I think, yeah, what we'll do now is we'll just have a quick look at his detail, because I do have videos which go into the articulation of this figure. So if you want to check those out, make sure you stay till the end of the video, and I'll link them in the end credits. But yeah, let's have a look at his detail and a closer look at his outfit. Here is Rocky then, and like you can see, we get like a nice close up here on the face, and I'll show the other heads at the end of this section. But the face looks really nice. We have these really nice piercing eyes. We have the bandana with the gem on the top. We have the hood going all the way around. And again, what I like is that they included this kind of scarf piece here is like an extra piece that you can take off. So if you pop the head off, you can take the scarf off, and there is an extra one which I'll show you it later. Oops. Yeah, which you can also add for the covered head, but I'll show you that when I show you the cover head. Then going down to his chest, again, you have these nice gold lines painted on really, really nicely. Going down onto towards the emblem in the middle, and we of course have the gorilla. The gorilla was always my favorite one as a kid. You can see it goes all the way around the shoulders, all onto the back. You can see on the shoulders themselves, again, they have these really nice kind of almost like armored shoulder pads, again with these sort of diamond shaped gems on top. That's on both sides. Then if we continue on the hands, we have this nice kind of sculpt down to show like the bagginess of the clothing, going down to these kind of wristbands that again have the emblems on. Then we go down to the hands, and like I say, we have two hands. We have kind of this almost grasping, blocking type hand, or we have just a regular fist, again, which I'll show you. Going back to the body, we have this nicely sculpted white belt. On the back, unfortunately, with mine, you can see there's a little bit of paint is either bled onto it or chipped off, but luckily it's just on the back, so from the front he doesn't look too bad. And then again, yeah, you continue to sculpt down, and the sculpt looks really cool. I'm just messing around with the legs, because you can see his legs are kind of stuck a little bit forward. That's just because of the joint here, because of how I've had him standing. You just need to play around with it a little bit. You can see there, it's kind of, you have to push the legs up to get them to go straight. But again, you have this nice effect where they've managed to really sculpt it nicely to make the legs feel like cloth, feel like they're really baggy. And then again, we go down to the boots, and the boots have these nice diamond patterns on, again, these diamond gems. And the feet, you can kind of see that they have indented the toe, like, 'cause that's the thing I remember from the original toys, is that they had the kind of toe tucked in. You can kind of see it just here, but you can still see that the mold is just a regular shoe. And you can see from the bottom, it's just a regular boot that they've then tried to give this effect to. Would have been nice if they'd gone a bit more with that. But otherwise, yeah, I really like these figures. They bring back a lot of nostalgia for me, and I'm glad that they're in the Lightning collection in general, because I think they're all cool. I guess for Hasbro, they're quite easy to make because it's just one body that they've reused 4 times. and then the female body they used twice. Interestingly, that even back here when they did these, no pins, and I don't think there's any pins on the other figures either. I'd have to double check that, or let me know down in the comments if blue, black, and white have pins, because the red and the yellow one came out a little bit later. But yeah, let's get him in. No, let's look at his other head sculpts first. That's what we should do. So you have seen all of the head sculpts already. But you can see here is Rocky's, the completely shown face, and then he has a kind of this bandana coming here. Gives me very Cobra Kai vibes, and I guess that's why they made these figures into the Cobra Kai figures. Then we have the covered face, and again it comes with a sort of this addition here that it sits on top, so it looks like he's completely covered. Again, I love that the eyes pierce through. I love that the diamond is still visible. Then at the back we have the tassels, and the tassels you can kind of move them around slightly. There's no wire or anything, but this is on a joint here, so you can move it in any direction if you want to get a bit more kind of momentum into it. If he's punching down, maybe you want to have it like this, or if he's just standing neutrally, you have it behind. Nice little effect that they added there. Speaking of effects, we then have the one that you saw, the punching one. Stuff like this always reminds me of Dragon Ball. And I think, again, like I said, it's something nice that they include. I feel like they don't have to, but it's just very cool because, like I said, it's just a fist mold in there. So it should pretty much work with any of your 6-inch figures that have a fist, a hand that's a fist. And speaking of fists, we have 2 basic ones here, red ones. So yeah, now let's put him in one more pose. Okay, so here we have Rocky just in like a basic pose, like he's ready for action. And like I said, these hands, they just give like the figure so much more of like a martial arts feel. We have him up on the podium. You can see here his other accessories. And yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how hard these figures are still to get. I know I see a lot of the Cobra Kai figures still kind of floating around because I guess, you know, that was a crossover that was easy to do. I do really like Cobra. I've watched all of the Cobra Kai's. Like I said, I do karate myself, so obviously Cobra Kai interested me. Don't have any of the figures, but if you would be interested in seeing some Cobra Kai reviews, let me know in the comments below, and I'll definitely look into to picking some up. And also, yeah, make sure you let me know which characters you want to see. You know, if you want to see Johnny, Daniel, or any of the other characters, let me know, and I'll look into getting some. But otherwise, yeah, that was the Red Ranger Ninjetti review. If you want to see the Yellow Ranger review, also let me know, and you can let me know by making sure that you like this video. If the video gets to, I don't know, let's say like just 10 likes, then we'll definitely follow up with the Yellow Ranger and get all of the other Ninjetti Rangers together for one big kind of pose. Yeah, if possible, I'll do it in the Ninjetti Yellow Ranger review, but if not, I'll put it up on YouTube Shorts. So if you like watching YouTube Shorts, keep an eye out for that. And yeah, if you like watching more Lightning Collection content, then make sure you subscribe. Like, we put out a video once a week. We put out lots of YouTube Shorts. We have lots of kind of conversations and votes on the community tab. So if you are a fan of Lightning Collection and you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.